Hello, and welcome to another edition of Tim's Take Live. We are, see if it works now. I'm hearing that my mic is not working. So let me test it right here. See what we got here. Oh, there it goes. All right, sorry about that. Welcome to another edition of Tim's Take Live. All right, sorry about that. Welcome to another edition of Tim's Take Live. Okay. We're going to do the season recap of the Lions right now. A season that did not go the way we wanted to. With a stacked lineup, you figure anybody can run this team and get them in the playoffs. 5-12 season. Things we were in a lot of our games, but ultimately your record is what your record is. 5-12. We started off with one of the more explosive first games against the Green Bay Packers, 135-3. Feel like everything was rolling this season. It's funny how we had an offense explosion and then we had a defensive stranglehold against the Bears. But when you really think about it, this Bears game was the one that something was amiss on this team. And I'm the only one to blame on this one because I dominated that game left and right. And it took a Hail Mary at the very end where I just misplayed the ball and Colin got away with the win. Um, so you can count the one score losses I have. There's plenty of them. The Ravens won. Um, he was just all over the field on me, from running with Derrick Henry to his Copeland receiver that was super fast to Lamar Jackson. It's just like, what do you do? And even threw Mark Andrews in this game. So an explosive offense on there, you got to match. And fortunately, we were one play away from doing that. The Browns game is a game that I know we could have won that game. We just could not make a stop when we needed to. So 33-26 loss. That's three losses in a row by one score, where we just could not make the plays that were needed. The Bengals won. This was by far on the schedule the toughest team that I seen. Joe Burrow and his explosive offense lit me up, tore me to shreds, 41-21. So this was one of the few games of the season that we were out of it. We just did not have a clue what was going on. Um, and how do you stop? He has got Bayless, he's got Jamar Chase, he moves all around, and we just fell completely short. Um, the Chiefs game, I believe this was a sim, so it got us back on the winning track. I wish I'd have played this because Shock's fan is a great competitor and would have been a fun game to play. So we're sitting here, we're 2-4 at this moment, thinking we have a chance if we just win the next game and turn the corner after the bye week. We did win our game against the Buccaneers. This was a fun one, but we outlasted them 28-26. Um, Kevin is a great competitor, and um, I feel like we snuck away with the win on that one. But 3-4 is not bad when you're entering the bye week. But then the wheels just fell off completely. Um, we ran into Big Hurt in the Vikings at the time. He pulled off a trade to get Breece Hall, and Breece Hall just tore me to shreds. Um, Up to this point, we really didn't have a running back that um, tore me up, but Breece Hall did. So I see you, Nice Songer, and definitely we'll be keeping an eye on Breece Hall to see if we can stop him next time. So explosive running back on their team if you decide to keep him. Um, Washington Commanders was a fun one. We played Penguins, who was at Commanders at the time. This was a back and forth game that it it was just whoever had the ball last would win this game. And I think we took it to a 2 point conversion at the end, and we just missed it and fell short of tying this game. But it was definitely one of the more exciting games I've ever played in the league, and um, it was a fun game. No defense though. You're going to have a habit later on in the season. We just could not play defense. We scored points. We scored points. We just couldn't play defense. Twinkie had that team rocking and roll with the Eagles. I'm really happy he had a good season, and even though at my expense, he he's got a quarterback that he can do stuff with. And Saquon Barkley must have been doing the Brees Hall playbook because he just tore me up as well. So we're definitely looking in the offseason to address our rushing defense. Um, and over here, we're now sitting at 3-7, looking pretty grim on making the playoffs. We're going against one of the top teams in the NFC, the New York Giants, and of course we win the game. It was the Doink game that forever will be etched in Bill's mind, I think. Hopefully, maybe not. But back to fourth game, he took it down and he kicked a gimme. It was under 30-yard field goal to win the game, and he doinked it off the bar, and we shockingly escaped with a 31-30 win. So 4-7. We got the Packers coming up on Thanksgiving. This game was back and forth. We took blows back and forth trying to score, and it came down to a kick return on the final kick of the game, where the final drive he had, and he got a kick return and took it for the score, and that was enough to win 49-45. The Cowboys game, we were in it. We were in it. We just could not get the final score we needed. 48-42 score. We look at these games, a couple games right here. A couple of these games we did not play defense. We scored whenever we wanted to, but just could not play defense. By then, pretty much we're just at this point. I'm sort of trying new things out. I'm moving players off the team. I got rid of Decker because I needed to for money situations. So I'm trying new offensive linemen. I'm trying new defensive linemen. I'm trying to change the playbook any way I can. At this point, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 losses on the year and entering week 15. You're trying whatever you can. I'm trying to gain momentum to go down the stretch to get a win to improve for next year. Of course, we played D Money, and to no surprise, he did whatever he wanted to do. That Tyson receiver he had just lit me up, and I had no answers to stop him. We played Logan and the Steelers here. And I was a little surprised this was competitive. I expected to be blowing out this game, but we were in it. Another one-score game. We lost 34-31. We could not get the go-ahead score. We played Big Hurt and the Vikings again. And we were in position to have a good fourth quarter to try to win, but the fourth quarter he separated himself and ran away with the win. Which leads us to the last game. We played Colin and the Bears, and Colin was limping into the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers instead of Caleb Williams as quarterback, and that definitely was a factor as we dominated that game. I think that score was actually closer than the game was, 27-17. So 5-12 season. Not the outcome we wanted, um, but it's in the books, and we can figure out what we did right and what we did wrong. For stats wise in the team, Fargas had almost a 5,000-yard season. 40 touchdown season is great. QB rating at 100.6, 63%, but 25 interceptions. Definitely got to be lower if we're going to try to be competitive on this. Jahmyr Gibbs over 1,000 yards rushing, 11 touchdowns. I'm fine with the carries amount, 191 to 126. That was pretty solid. We're going to see right here if this uh, combo is going to work next season or if we're going to make a change. Um, I wanted to focus more on getting St. Brown the ball more than JMO because everybody knows I like to go to JMO, but um, I need St. Brown to be my big time reception leader, and he was 115 receptions for 1,808 for 10 touchdowns, and JMO 87 catches, 169, 1692, 17 touchdowns. I doubt anything's going to change. These are my go-to guys on receivers. Laporta's Laporta. I expect 50 catches in the season coming up. Tesla did really good, especially when I had matchups where you took St. Brown and JMO away. I tried to go to the Tesla and get some catches there. So Tesla rookie, he's going to get more experience. These guys are only going to go up. So I'm really happy with the outcome. Um, Blocking wise on the play, not much real. We have a lot of strong linemen, but they're young. Tate Ratledge um, was a solid lineman for the year. Um, Mahogany, even Frazier got some starts. Um, Penny Sewell's my rock. You follow him, you pretty much see where the ball is going to go. Um, Glasgow at center. I'm gonna be looking to improve the offensive line in the off season. It's gonna be one of the areas of need. On the defense side of the ball, DJ Reed 105 tackles, Phillips next with 96, Branch with 90, tackle for loss leader Hutchinson 31, Phillips 25, sack leader Hutchinson 9.5 sacks, 8 for Marquise Thomas. Interceptions. This is where we need to vastly improve. Because if you look at the numbers, Branch's got 4, Kirby's got 4, Campbell's got 3, and Phillips got 1. And you look and say, where are the defensive backs? DJ Reed, no interceptions. Terry Arnold, no interceptions. Amik Robertson, no interceptions. Jordan Lewis, none. Ennis Ricochet, none. Like, what is going on here, guys? So this is an area that I'm definitely going to be looking to improve in the off season. So because we gotta have picks, we gotta get turnovers right there. If we're going to get turned over the ball 25 interceptions, we got to get numbers back to make it even. Jake Bates had a solid year, 86% field goal, 30 for 30 in extra points. So not much to say. Um, that's pretty much it. JMO got some numbers on the kick return, and that was interesting because I first started the year with Raymond doing it, not to have JMO get hurt, but then I'm like, what do I got to lose? I might as well throw JMO in there, and he actually did a very good job. So I don't know. I might toy with that idea coming up next, but it might just be Lambs to the slaughter, as you guys probably target him right there and try to injure him. But that's pretty much all I have here. Um, Offensively, we did well as a group. Total offense, what was it? Eighth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth 8th in the offense, 6th in passing. Rushing, we were definitely not there. Points per game, we passed the ball. We just couldn't score the points. 45, 42 passing touchdowns is great. Um, it will get you in the solid first half, but when you got 19, you're going down. We got to find a way. Even we got first downs. We got to get more first downs. And defensively, we definitely struggled defensively. Um, we didn't give up a ton of yards defensively, but we gave up big plays. And that's one thing we got to improve on. I wish we would have shown the numbers of their points for. See, we're giving up a ton of points, 514 points offensively. Oh, it doesn't show points. That's weird. It shows defensive points, but not offensive points. I guess I'll go to the standings and look that up. Sacks. We didn't get enough sacks. Look at fumbles. Only 2 fumbles on the year. Only 2. And interceptions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. 6 on the bottom. So, I mean, that's pretty much it right there. Third down conversions. We got 47, so we're not horrible in there. The Dan Campbell 4th down, 60%. 75% on 2-point. So it wasn't really horrible, but 47-7 on touchdown and field goals in the red zone, 55%. But turnovers is the big number here. Negative 14 turnovers, 4th worst. And we just didn't take care of the ball. 30 giveaways. Only took 16. So on to the next season. We're going to look to improve. Look at the points for. 496 points, 514 given. So we definitely got to get cut down the defense of points allowed. Score offense. Keep them, take care of the ball. And that's pretty much it, what we got to do. So that's all I have. Good luck to everybody in the upcoming off season and the draft. Can't wait to get started on season 117. Until next time.